Oh,
And we're
live!
here. We are live. Hello.
I was just sorting out my coffee while I was doing that. So,
And we've got some nice little snacks here. So if you see us munching, that's the snacks we're munching on. How is everyone? I hope everyone's well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
Even though we're
good.
living together, don't worry, we're asking each other.
Even though we live together, we still ask each other what I do. See how we are and everything else. I hope everyone is well. So we haven't been up to much this week. We are going out on Saturday. We're going out tomorrow, aren't we?
Yes.
We haven't. I don't think we've
I think,
planned what we're going to do yet, but we are off out on Saturday, so we're going to film something. But what I do want to talk about, I ordered. Mark hasn't seen it yet, I don't think.
oh no, I haven't.
This cookbook, and I was just flipping through it today, and Georgina sent me an email.
Oh yeah.
And she showed me a M&S chocolate bar, but you'd already been to M&S, which was such a shame because otherwise I would have told you to get this chocolate bar. It's like a praline chocolate bar, white chocolate one, that she showed me, and it looks absolutely amazing, Georgina. I've got to say.
Thank you, Georgina.
I
You know what? What I did notice in M&S though when I did go on my little travels is all the Halloween stuff is out there now. So all the Halloween chocolates, the Halloween cakes, the Halloween themed everything.
Yeah.
And we did do, although we haven't uploaded it yet, the donut time, which I've still got the box here, although there's nothing in the box.
Except crumbs.
Yeah, except crumbs. You can hear the little rattle. We did do the donut time review on the Halloween donuts that Donut Time were doing. Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
We got the majority of them, didn't we? I think we bought the bulk of them.
I think we bought a lot of them, but we could have got another one, but I really wanted to try the Snack Efron.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So we got the Snack Efron. There was a Caramacklemore, which I was eyeing up, but there was only one, and there was a lady in front of me, and she bought the Caramacklemore. So I was just a bit like, hey, Samuel.
Samuel, how are you?
Hope you're well. So there was a Caramacklemore. But she bought it before I did, so I was just like, but I went for the Snack Efron instead.
Happy Friday to you too. How was Nando's?
He went to another restaurant called Umai. I think is that, am I pronouncing it correctly? Umai.
Oh, you went to Umai.
And the food there looked amazing. It was all sushi.
Oh,
and
wow.
like a katsu type dishes, and all of that looked absolutely amazing. I would just definitely go there. 100%.
We are good, thank you. We are very good.
We are
glad you're well. Glad you're going. It was good, and yes, you're Umai. So
Umai,
what made you change your mind?
No, he went to Nando's as well. He went to.
Oh, you went to two.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He
okay.
went to 2 places.
Oh, that's hardcore. I'd love to go to 2 restaurants in a row. Incredible. Really.
Which food did look good.
Which was better? Oh, clearly it's going to be Umai if you say it's incredible.
Yeah, but you're not really into sushi, is that right? I think because I don't think he's into fish or eggs. The 2 things that you love. The 2 things that he's not into.
I'm the complete antithesis. That's one of my favourite foods, actually, having like a fish omelette.
Yeah.
So that really does my
with prawns and stuff like that on it, and salmon and things.
Yeah,
like that.
that is right up my street. So that would be right what I would like to do.
Yeah.
I'm in my hoodie today because I am cold. It was cold in the conservatory when I was working today. So.
Yeah, I'm not cold, so hence I'm in a t-shirt. But yeah, the Umai restaurant that he went to, they did some like sushi dishes, and I think you would have loved them. And of course, like I said, Mark loves fish anyway. You're pescatarian. But I love sushi as well. But I like to have a mixture. I like hot food and cold food. So when they do sort of like anything tempura, anything, because you quite enjoy tempura as well, don't you?
I do.
So like anything tempura vegetables, tempura prawns, anything that is tempura style.
So Samuel says, Umai, without a doubt, I love sushi. Just had it, has to be vegetarian sushi or chicken. I tried some raw tuna and I had to drink it down. Oh dear.
You know what? The salmon, you might find the salmon better, or the prawns aren't raw, obviously. Prawns are already cooked. When they're pink, they're cooked. So you might like the prawns. You'd just be cold. But when prawns are pink, that means they're cooked. When they're grey, that means they're raw. And don't eat them raw. But yeah, all prawns are pink once they've been cooked. So you could try those and see if you like those, because I love prawns.
Well, do you know what?
Do enjoy
It's the same
prawns.
with oysters as well. So a lot of people, I love oysters, but you've got to glug them down in one go, and a lot of people don't like the thought of feeling that going down. So I don't know if it's a sensation of you swallowing it, or it's the fact that the taste wasn't all that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think with tuna, I can see what you mean with tuna. The salmon may have the same consistency when raw, so maybe not have the salmon, but maybe try the prawns. I think you'll get on with the prawns. I like tuna, but I prefer salmon rather over tuna. Unless I'm going to cook it, unless I'm going to fry the tuna. If I fry tuna steak, I quite enjoy tuna steak when it's fried.
So Samuel said prawns are worse than salmon. Haha, my friend has got some tapioca, the fried octopus balls. That was a pass also. Oh, Georgina, hello.
Hey,
and happy
Georgina.
Friday. Good to see you.
I've got the cookbook we were talking about earlier, but I'll go through that in a minute.
And Samuel said, did I see a DT as I joined? DT box. What's a DT box? What's a DT box? DT.
I don't know.
What's a DT box?
I do have that and that. Oh, donut time.
Donut time box. Oh, yeah. You did.
Sorry.
You did. So I was, I wasn't saying, what was it? DT box. Yeah, donut time box. You're
Donut
right.
time box, yeah.
Sorry, that's I'm slow with the acronyms. Yeah, we did do that. So we did that.
We've done a video on it. I just haven't. I think I sent you the pictures of the donuts when when I bought them. Do you remember? That was when did we go? Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
So I sent you the pictures, so you already know what we're going to talk about.
I've only kept it because we've got to do the thumbnail for it. So I've got to take photos of us holding it, so it looks like we've actually just got it.
But I did take a picture of it in the box, which I also sent to.
Oh, okay.
To Sam, so I know I've got a couple of pictures anyway. But yeah, we haven't planned anything tomorrow, but we are going out. I was thinking maybe going over. I don't know. I'll have to think. I'll have to think about where we should go. Maybe in London somewhere.
Yeah,
we just haven't decided on the restaurants yet.
So we went to the Ivy Asia last Saturday, so we were well planned for that. This time around, we haven't made any plans at all.
Yeah,
so
haven't made any bookings yet.
So it's a bit slack on our part. So
it's a bit up in the air. Like sometimes I'll do it last minute. Like when you did the one on your own and somebody suggested Indian, then that's when I booked Dishoom. So sometimes I'll do it last minute, so I'm not too worried. Sometimes we plan it on the day, like when we did the sweet treats one, we just planned it on the day.
Yeah, and actually, fact that worked quite well.
That did work well. Yeah,
we just basically wander around London and go, yeah, that'll do. Funny enough, a lot on your recommendation, Samuel, we did go to a lot of the places so we did Crosstown Donuts. And you're gonna book a train for the 13th. Great. We're looking forward to that. We really are. So we do our little collab doing that.
Still haven't thought of a hotel today. I was talking to Sam about it before. I booked my mum. Well, I haven't booked my mum's hotel yet. I'm still looking into that, but I showed her the hotels that I was thinking of. So I'm about on the precipice of booking that, and then but I might have a look at our hotel tonight. Maybe I'll take a look after the live and check that out.
And you got a rail card too, so yeah, that's good. So like you could do regular trips, will be really amazing.
Yeah.
Georgina, what have you been up to? Anything exciting?
And did you try that M&S chocolate that you showed me? Because I tell you, I was just saying to Mark, because he went to M&S yesterday, but obviously I didn't see your email and you'd already come back. You were studying upstairs by that point. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna, if I have a chance this Saturday, I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm definitely gonna grab a couple of those. I'm gonna grab 2 just in case they're nice and I want another one.
Yeah, exactly. If not, I'll have to help you out, I think.
Yeah, of course, because that'll be a hardship, won't it?
You
helping me out to eat something.
That'll be a hardship for me.
That isn't me.
Someone's got to do it. No, I haven't tried it. I don't know why. I didn't pick it up.
Oh my God. You should have picked it up. Should have picked it up, Georgina. I've not seen it. So, because do you know what it is? I don't often go to the M&S chocolate section. The thing that I picked up from M&S that I really liked, chocolate-wise, was the Mountain Bar. And I thought I would like the white chocolate Mountain Bar as much as the milk one, but I don't like the white chocolate one. I prefer the milk chocolate one.
Okay, fair enough.
But it might be something I might send to your brother.
Yeah.
and see if they like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Georgina though bought one of their yum nuts instead. Now their yum nuts are really good. I've got to say, M&S. We did a little comparison with M&S yum nuts compared to Donut Time, and I've got to say, I was really, when you do it pound for pound, so the price versus the actual consistency of it, it's really, really good. The hot cross bun one we did at Easter, which was really nice.
But did you get the Halloween one? Because they got a Halloween one out at the moment. So is that what you went for, the Halloween special? Because I think they've done it like a pumpkin, I believe.
Georgina said, yeah, I know. We'll do it next week. There's a big one near work. So there's a big M&S near your workplace. So that's good. Yeah, I've heard about this elusive treat, but I was going to say I've not seen it yet. So I'll have to have a little look see at that one. But a lot of people do seem to like shop bought chocolate bars, so like M&S, Lidl, all of those sort of ones, rather than.
Yeah, do you know? I've got to say, I love the Mountain Bar, which is similar to a Toblerone. The M&S Mountain Bar, similar to a Toblerone, not quite the same, but similar. There are a couple of things. I'm just trying to think what other ones. Like I really like I change. Sometimes like I'll have a favorite, and this will be a favorite for that amount of time. Then I'll change and I'll have a different favorite, and that will be a favorite for that amount of time. And then and that's how my palate goes sometimes. So I really like flakes, and I like Revels. I'm liking chocolates. I think at the moment that might have a bit of variety. You know, a bit like what we spoke about last in the last live, which is things like Quality Street and Roses, because I feel like they have a mixture and they're small portions. So if I fancy, I don't know, however, because if you think about it, you can eat quite a few to equate to a bar of chocolate, but all changing ones rather than having the same.
So Georgina said, no, I saw that one, referring to the
pumpkin one. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you went for the choc oddball as well. Samuel said, yeah, so a train ticket to London is normally £65.40, but with the rail card it's 43.15. So I saved 22.50. I've heard of that actually. If you do buy the rail card, you actually save money on the very first ticket you buy, and it almost pays for it itself. Journey, so it costed me £30 for the year. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got that. We got the rail card.
Yeah.
1 year, but then we only ended up traveling twice, I think, on it. But it still paid for itself, but only just paid for itself.
Sienna, Sienna, hello.
Hey, Sienna.
Sienna said it's me and Chloe. Hello, happy birthday, the birthday girls. I know it was your birthday last time, but we say it again. Georgina said, how are you,
hey,
girls?
Chloe.
You good? Georgina said, M&S have so many new treats. It was hard not getting anything. Do you know what? I noticed that they put little signs on the shelves that say new, and there's quite a few new bits there. I did get their carrot cake. She said cupcake too. 2 for £2.25. Johnny said, wow, I wish I didn't like chocolate, Samuel. It's my downfall too.
Yeah, it really is. Do you know what? They're doing the Percy Pig now cake jars.
Oh, I love the Percy Pig. Try the sauce. It's amazing.
Which I did buy for Mark, but then my mum took it.
Yeah.
So Mark didn't get a chance to try it. So, and they're also doing Percy Pig. Do you know walnut whips? Have you ever tried? I never liked them.
No, I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, my mum used to buy them when I was a kid, but I never really.
It's so sickly.
Yeah, I didn't find them sickly. I just didn't like the thing inside. Like, is it meant to be a whipped cream inside or something? I didn't enjoy that. But they're doing a Percy Pig version of that with a Percy Pig on top.
Right. Samuel said, yeah, chocolate bar is so addictive. Mama stole the jar.
Yeah, exactly. She did. Every time she comes here, she's taking something.
Oh, Samuel said he loves some walnut whip. I'm not so sure. Can you say happy birthday on the live chat? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Very happy birthday to you on the live chat. Minnie! Hello, Minnie. Oh, marshmallow, isn't it? That's why.
Right. It's marshmallow inside, right.
Hello, as per usual, it's during the school break, and I'm glad I managed to drop by. So also hi to you. How are you, Minnie? Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. I know it's really hard for you because you're on a break. So thank you so much.
Thank you for spending your break with us.
How is everything, and how is school going? How's your animation course going? Georgina said, yeah, walnut whips, my favorite. See, everyone seems to like them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
No.
I've got to say, I'm not a fan of walnut whip. Minnie, we're talking about walnut whips, and I don't know if you have them in Canada, but they're like sort of like almost like a cone shaped chocolate, would you say? So they go round like that, sort of like a helter skelter. I don't know what you call that in Canada actually. And then it's topped with a walnut, and inside it's whipped marshmallow. Is that right? I thought it was whipped cream, but it's whipped. I suppose it can't be whipped cream, but yeah, whipped marshmallow. And I never liked it as a kid, but everyone seems to like it. But
No.
they're doing a Percy Pig version.
Minnie says, I'm good, thanks for asking school as well. Great stuff. We knew you'd be doing well anyway, but I'm really glad to hear it. Samuel said, I wish the chocolate was thinner though. The ratio of marshmallow is just wrong. It's that, and also as well, the one thing I could never ever get into is Cadbury's cream eggs. That is far too sickly for me.
Don't like Cadbury's cream eggs. But I've got a friend, Rach. You would have seen her in a couple of the videos, Rachel, and she absolutely loves cream eggs.
No, it's too much.
Absolutely loves it.
Chocolate with icing sugar. It's just too much.
Never enjoyed it when I was in school, and I still don't enjoy it now. I'm sure they were bigger, as everyone says, but now they're a lot smaller. So I don't know.
Georgina said now they come without the walnut. Oh, I didn't know that.
Because of nut allergy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense actually. Gina says, "How old are you both?" I'm sorry, if I'm being rude.
We're older than you.
Yeah.
There you go.
And old enough not to care.
And older than your mum. How about that? In fact, I'm the oldest cousin actually.
Minnie said, I'm not sure if we have something like that here or something similar. I'm going to say it sounds really crude, but walnut whip looks like the poo emoji. It's that kind of sort of wrappy round thing, and
yeah, it does. Actually.
And it's got walnut, it's got marshmallow in it. I'm not sure you have the same thing.
Yeah, you might not have that there.
Sammy says, "What? They're amazing!" Oh, you really?
No, they're not amazing. They're truly not.
And Minnie, I totally agree. Minnie said I can only eat like half of one of those eggs because it was so sweet.
Yeah.
I can't. No, it's Samuel. You must. I'm really enjoying these. You must find that so sweet. I think you've got a really sweet tooth.
Yeah, because he does eat quite. You do eat quite sweet things.
You do like sweet things.
I also have a sweet tooth, but my sweet tooth won't allow me to eat. So like, when we did the sweet treats, towards the end, I was getting a little bit of a tummy ache because I hadn't had anything savory. So as long as I eat savory things in between, I can eat, a few sweet treats. But other than that, no, my body won't let me.
Oh, so Samuel said, we're going to change the subject slightly. Samuel said, I've made a last-minute decision to go to Scarefest at Alton Towers on the 31st of October. I've never been. Right, so with Scarefest, Kelly and I, and we didn't do it. When we went to Florida a few years ago, they do the Halloween horror nights there at both Universal Studios, and then at Disneyland they do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And we were going to go, but it's an extra $70. Now I know that doesn't sound too much, but considering how much you spend on the ticket, then you pay $70 on top. We didn't do it, but we do regret not doing it.
Yeah,
because that's
but I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
I knew that was going to happen. I'm very much, let's just do it. And Mark's the cautious one. Oh, let's have a think about it. Let's do this. But I feel like if you are like that, don't get me wrong. I do feel like I need that a little bit. Let's slow down. Let's think about it. But with certain things, I'm just like, let's go. But then when you don't do it, you think about it, don't you?
Minnie said, wow, that sounds fun. Then we have a fun at Halloween Fest too. Minnie, do you have anything like that in Canada or near you where you've got like a scare fest or something for Halloween? You probably do because it's bigger I know it's bigger in the States, but it probably is bigger in Canada.
You probably have a theme park of some sort. So yeah, you probably have a theme park and then you go and do all of this stuff probably.
Sienna says, please do a shout out to my sister Chloe. Chloe,
hey,
hello.
Chloe.
Shout out to Chloe. Hope you're okay. Yes, we do, says Minnie, but I've never gone to one, but I want to. Actual fact, there must be one in London. We've not really researched it actually for Halloween.
I think that's more because I think it's more your sort of thing rather than mine. Really, I'm not really one to go to like a scare fest or a horror Comic-Con or whatever it is. Whereas that is more your thing.
It is. Has anybody done an escape room? Or does anybody would like to do an escape room? Samuel, I would imagine it'd be your thing.
Yeah, I reckon Samuel would have done an escape room.
But I can imagine Minnie wanting to do it too. I don't know if Georgina would be up for it.
I don't know if it's really my sort of thing. I'd be the one that wouldn't be able to figure out the clues. I've
I
been
knew
in there
it.
for hours.
I knew it. Samuel said yes. I've been to it 2 times already, and it's brilliant. They have scary mazes, and when they have live actors coming up to you and scaring you, plus in the evening they have live actors walking around loaded to escape rooms. Shout out to my mum, Melissa. Hello, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
You okay? If you're watching, I hope you're well.
I hope you're watching.
Georgina said, I scare easy, so not for me.
Yeah. So me and Georgina will be outside holding the bags, I guess.
So basically Samuel, Minnie and I in the room.
Yeah.
Minnie said, yeah, it's a Canada's Wonderland, which is our theme park. Also, no, I would love to do an escape room though. Johnita says, still traumatized after the London Dungeon. I've not done the London Dungeon. Do you know what? Even though I've lived in London for years and years, and that's something I'd really like to do.
I did the London Dungeon on a school trip, and they had the London. Was it the Great Fire of London? They did like a replica of it, but it was all in silhouettes. And stop licking your fingers.
I can't have it. It is nice.
I know. Stop licking them. But yeah, they did that. They did sort of like a mini reenactment of, not with real people though, but with silhouettes, and you could smell the fire and all of that and the Great Fire of London.
And shout out to the dog Nala as well.
Hi Nala.
Samuel says, yeah, Thorpe Park is near you, Georgina. You could do the Scarefest there. But I think he's saying that tongue in cheek, because I don't think it would be your thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been to Thorpe Park. We should go, because it's been many, many years since I've been. I went twice, once with the school and once with my parents. But I've not been.
No.
But yeah, for many years, since I was really little. So I would definitely like to go again. We don't really go to theme parks here.
Do you know what? We're really bad. We go all the way over to Florida and do theme parks there, but we don't any in the UK. No. And we should do, really, because there are plenty here to do. The only thing that puts me off are the long queues, but then you get that in any theme park anyway.
Yeah.
I remember Nihal was saying when she went to a theme park, which one it was, and there were 2-3 hours.
Was it Drayton Manor?
Drayton Manor, and all those queues.
Oh no, was it Chessington? Was it Chessington and half the rides weren't working?
I thought it was Drayton Manor, but you might be right.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it might have been. She went to Chessington and half the rides weren't working or something like that, and I just said that's shocking.
As Samuel said, escape rooms are so fun, but you've got to go with someone who's serious about it. We went into a difficult room, and one of the group was just standing around fuming.
That would be me, standing around thinking I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, do you know, you're right actually. One of the things that I thought was quite funny, back in the day in the Trocadero, I'm talking about the 1990s, that's when I first came to London. So the Trocadero, for those not familiar, is in central London. It's in Piccadilly Circus. So
it's gone now.
It's gone. It's gone now. But yeah, it used to be there. And they had an Alien. So remember, Alien as in Ridley Scott's Alien adventure thing. So the idea is you would go down these corridors very much like you've got in the film Alien and Alien. So you'd be going down the corridors, and these aliens would appear out at you and scream at you. But they had to stop it because you go with a guy dressed as a Marine. So he'd take you down these corridors, and these aliens would come up and launch at you. But they said they had to stop it because some of the actors were getting punched by people, because the aliens would come out and scare people, and people, as a reaction, would just punch the alien. So they get absolutely hit.
I thought a lot of that was VR, like they wore VR.
No, it's a lot of aliens. I didn't do it, but a couple of my friends did it. So I'm talking 1994, 95, so it was quite a while ago. Samuel said, have you heard of the ride Smiler? When it first opened, we went on the queue for 3 to 4 hours.
No.
It's at Alton Towers.
No.
Do you know what? I think we've mentioned this before. Georgina says, at the Trocadero. Yeah, that's right. That's the one. Do you remember that one? Samuel said I wasn't born then. Oh, you make me feel old. You make me feel so old. Oh, I feel really old now. Do you remember 1995? No, I wasn't born then.
Yeah.
We went to. Georgina said we went to Laser Quest. Yeah, there used to be the Laser Quest there. They used to have the cinema there. They had quite a few things there.
I went when they had the arcade. Well, the whole place was an arcade, but yeah, I went when they did the arcade. And stuff. I had a friend that was working there, fixing up machines and stuff. And that's where I went.
Minnie said, I love the idea of escape rooms. I really want to do one, but I've never done one before, but it seems like so much fun, and I would love to do it. And I've also heard a Smiler ride. It looks cool but scary. Oh, you haven't heard of the Smiler ride?
Would you would your parents do it with you? Like would your dad do it with you? With you and a bunch of your friends. I can't imagine. I can't imagine me enjoying it. To be honest,
Well,
I've got to be honest. I can't imagine enjoying it.
Do you know what you could do? Sienna said, Mark, I owe you ice. I do owe you ice cream and a lot of ice cream. That's chocolate. And you, Kelly, don't forget about you. You've got on carb Mark.
Why would I forget?
No, I will. We will do. Oh, mind you, though, it's coming up to winter, but I haven't seen you for a while. So, what was I going to say? Yes, I do owe you ice cream. Minnie said, my parents love rides, but I'm the odd one out who's scared of rides. Oh. Well, do you know what, Ashfat Minnie? I thought what would be quite cool, if you don't like scary things, you could do a Harry Potter escape room. So what you have to do is figure out spells and trying to cast them to get out. I've just thought of that, actually. Because
I would, and Sam would be up for that. Sam, you'd be up for a Harry Potter escape room as well, wouldn't you?
So it would be, I'm not sure. So Sammy said, I'm not sure if you remember in the news, a woman lost her leg, I believe, in one of the smaller rides. I do remember that. I do, because what happened was the ride got stuck and another one came out and smacked behind. And she was on a date. I do remember reading that, and it didn't make the loop. It was going around. It went back, and then the car went into the back of it. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, she sued Alton Towers. She lost her leg as a result. As I said, she was on a date. And they went to Alton Towers, and it didn't make the loop. And I think, like you said, it came back. I can't remember if it got stuck up the top or came back up. But then the car, the thing behind, smashed into it, and the force took her leg off.
Oh my god!
So that's what happens. That's what happens.
That's just some crazy. No. That's not for me.
I believe it is in the early days of the ride when it just opened. Do you know what? They had another one as well. You know, not the log flume, but you've got like a round thing that floats on the it's a round sort of rubber thing, and about 10 people can sit in it, and it just spins round and round as it goes down the river. Well, a young boy lost his ear because it scraped against the
oh my god,
the side of the cave. So yeah, it does happen.
That's just
the rapids. That's it. Yeah. Sienna said, why didn't you do a Lego video? We haven't got any Lego to do. If we
so Sienna's my niece, and she's obsessed with Lego at the minute. And we went out a few weeks ago, or maybe 2 months ago now, and she was obsessed with finding Lego. She got the Lego for her birthday though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sienna?
So Asha, when you come round, you can we'll film you doing the Lego.
Yeah.
Minnie said, "Oh my god, I love Lego." Oh, Minnie, you would have loved it. So I think when we said that we went to Friends Fest, as in Friends, a TV series, they had a Lego version of Central Park, but it was about 60 quid, so it was quite expensive. But I was surprised you were thinking of getting it, because it's one of those things that was I've never seen that before. They also, when we went to, as you may have seen from our video, when we went to Warner Brothers Studios in North London, again, they had loads of scenes from Harry Potter for Lego.
Yeah, they did.
Minnie said, I'm perfectly fine with scary things like horror movies, etc. But rides and heights are something I'm scared of. But doesn't mean I wouldn't ride as long as I have the confidence.
But you do all the simulators though, right? Because I do all the simulators. I don't do things like roller coasters. I get scared on roller coasters, so I don't like them. And there was one other thing that I don't do. Anything like, I don't know what they call them in Canada, but anything like the waltzers, anything that spins round like really fast or anything like that, that'll make me dizzy or sick. I don't go on those. So yeah, I'm just very much, I choose the rides, but all the simulators pretty much I'll do.
Georgina said, I don't like scary things, but I love the rides. So you're the opposite. You don't like scary. I take it you don't like horror movies or scary movies or anything.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't like scary movies and things like that. I don't like horrors and things like that.
No, I do.
Yeah.
Samuel said, could you do the eating challenge they do on I'm a Celebrity? No.
No. No.
I'll tell you why, because I don't eat meat. So a lot of it is things like animal testicles or different
bugs and things like that.
Yeah, different
but
bodies.
You know who would? There's another YouTuber, Talk of the Tom, and sometimes we have a chat in that, and he would do it. Talk of the Tom would do something like the jungle challenge and things like that.
Minnie said, I'm okay with tame and easy rides like the Disney rides, but some of the Universal rides like Harry Potter rides, big roller coasters, I don't like and I'm scared of.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. And not only that, I hate heights, as Kelly will know.
Yeah,
I really hate heights. I've never liked them even as a kid, so I still have that now. Going up tall buildings and looking out. One of my offices used to be really up high, and I look out and I think, whoa, I wouldn't go near the window. Samuel, Sienna said, you're, what am I? Sienna, Samuel said, oh yeah, fair enough. I couldn't. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I couldn't. Is that a height thing? Because yeah, with height, not for me. Johnny said the scariest thing I've watched is Final Destination. And that was under duress. They played that in school for the end of the year treat. And I like the fact you put a treat in inverted commas.
I didn't like Final Destination. I didn't find it a horror though. Something like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was more the sort of like horror that I'm thinking of. But Final Destination for me was okay. The other one that I found a bit jumpy was called Cherry Falls. And that was with what's his name, Elijah
Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood and a couple of others, and it was called Cherry Falls. Was Elijah Wood?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think I just found it. Yeah, I don't watch things like that. The jumpy ones I don't mind. Things like Final Destination things, but things like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Exorcist, Poltergeist, all of those, no.
No, I like those.
No.
The trouble is with Final Destination, it's just so obvious what's going to happen. So you can predict what's going to happen. You know they're going to die, and they know how they're going to die. So, and it's just going to happen. Samuel said, "Have you watched Squid Games?"
Yes.
Do you know we did a whole review? Of course, you missed it because you went out to dinner
last week. Tuesday we talked about it.
We did a whole review on Squid Games. I really liked it. Kelly not so much so, but
I just thought it was all right. I didn't think it was the best thing.
Well, Samuel, and now interestingly, Samuel's gone on to say Saw is the one thing I refuse to watch. Squid Games reminded me of Saw in a way. Now, the first Saw film I liked. I thought it was a really good concept and idea. But then the trouble is, it's got really samey. You know what's
360. Saw 362.
Well, this is it. And you know what's going to happen. Somebody's done something and then they're going to make them play a game which is very, very similar. Sam, hello.
Hey, Sam.
Minnie said it's not that scary, that movie, compared to other movies. But if you talking about Final Destination,
yeah.
But if you don't like scary gore or horror movies, and I can't see why it would scare someone. Also, sorry, it scared you, and say it, and you say it though. No, yeah. I know what you mean. But also as well, do you know what? For me, there's an old saying by what's his name, Alfred Hitchcock, and Alfred Hitchcock said, "Never show your monster." So if you're doing a film or a thing, you never ever show your monsters. So spoiler alert, but for anybody who's ever watched The Blair Witch, you never get to see the Blair Witch. All right. But there's always that thing or in your head that the Blair Witch is around somewhere. You know it's around, but you never ever get to see the Blair Witch. And that can be much more scary than actually seeing. They did say with Alien Resurrection, which is the fourth Alien one, they just said the trouble is you keep seeing the aliens because it loses that sort of scare factor. Samuel said, yeah, same here. It was all right, but nothing special. Saw freaks you out though. Really said, sorry, sat through it. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. So basically, you're not having to sit through something you don't like. Final Destination. Samuel said it's so predictable talking about Final Destination, which makes it boring. But it's gore. I can't handle that though.
Right.
And Georgina said, "Oh, Minnie, thank you." No, I know what you. Well, do you know what? That's the thing. When it's mindless gore, just for the sake of it, it's just not entertaining.
But that's what I felt with Squid Games. It was just mindless. It was just.
No, I disagree. It wasn't mindless gore because, like I said, they didn't. By mindless gore, I'm talking about like with Squid Game, someone gets shot. You see them get shot. That's it. Mindless gore would be when you decapitate and pull body parts out. That is what
was happening in Squid Game.
Oh no, only in the only for the.
I don't know. You must have been watching something else.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
For me, I felt Squid Games was only okay, but what I don't like is, it's the blood and gore. I don't mind so much. It's all the theatrics that come prior to that. Like when you're building up to it and you just think, oh my god, what's going to happen next?
That's the whole point of it.
That is.
But I know what you mean. So, Minnie, or changing the subject slightly. Oh, I love Hocus Pocus. It's such a good Halloween Disney movie.
I love Hocus Pocus too. But for some reason, in the last year or two, it's become really, really popular. I don't understand, because obviously I saw it the first time that it came out.
Is this the original one with Sarah Jessica Parker and Bette Midler?
They're actually doing it in the theatre.
Oh, okay.
They're doing a theatre production on it as well. But I mean, Hocus Pocus has been around for many years, but all of a sudden, the Disney are doing like Hocus Pocus memorabilia and all of that type of stuff, and really sort of but that's only happened in the last few years. It's quite strange that all of a sudden it's just become popular.
Samuel said Finding Nemo is more my kind of movie. So does everybody have a favorite seasonal movie? So for Halloween, is there a film that you would like to watch? So as Minnie says, Hocus Pocus for the Halloween Disney movie, which is one that you would watch. But would anybody else watch a Halloween movie? And I've got to say, the biggest seasonal one has got to be your favorite Christmas movie as well. What would be your favorite Christmas movie to watch? So Halloween and Christmas.
Okay, so my Christmas one.
Go Halloween first, because it's before.
I don't really have a Halloween one, but if I was to pick one, Hocus Pocus, I would watch that at Halloween. But or Nightmare Before Christmas, I'd watch Halloween. Yeah. But my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Carol, the musical one with Albert Finney. That's my favorite Christmas movie. And my favorite Easter movie is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Right. So Georgina says Hocus Pocus all the way. So that's your favorite Halloween. What's your favorite Christmas one, Georgina? Sam said I like Christmas better. Okay, what would be your favorite one, Sam? Your favorite one, and Minnie, your favorite Christmas one. As Samuel said, the Magic Roundabout is good for Halloween and Christmas. I haven't seen that one.
Is it the Magic Roundabout with Robbie Williams that he voices all the characters?
Of course. When they did the that's interesting actually. Right, Minnie said it's really popular Halloween for Disney. I like Hocus Pocus, Spooky Buddies, Halloween Town, and I like watching horror movies too because Halloween and horror. Samuel said, they're bringing out a new Home Alone. Yes, I had heard of this. They are going to remake Home Alone, the Christmas movie.
Have you ever seen Little Monsters? And that's with Howie Mandel and Fred Savage. And I really like that movie, Little Monsters. And I feel that's quite a scary. movie. It's a kids movie, but I do feel like it's quite scary.
Okay, so Sam said my favorite Christmas film is either Christmas with the Cranks or the Santa Claus. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I know the Santa Claus. That's with
Tim Allen. Yeah. Georgina says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh God, that's a classic. Chevy Chase. Or Samuel said it's the cartoon one with the springy thing. Yeah, the Iceman. Yeah, that's right. It is the one. Zebedee. Yeah, Springy Man.
I didn't really get into the National Lampoons. Any of them.
Oh no, they were classic.
Yeah, I never ever got into the National Lampoons.
I really like National Lampoons.
But it's like Trains, Planes and Automobiles, and you really enjoyed Trains, Planes, and I never got into it.
Right, Georgina says Bishop's Wife.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
I've not heard of that one. Sam said, actually, I also like the Addams Family for Halloween. Yeah, that's a classic. Right, now my one.
Go on.
Halloween, and it's one of my favourite films, and I think it's really underrated, is The Crow with the late Brandon Lee. One of my favourite films, and I always love to watch that around Halloween because that's a really good film. One of my favourites.
Was that brought out around Halloween then?
No, it's based around Halloween because it's Devil's Night they call it. So that's when that's when he goes around and does his takes his revenge because he's killed on Halloween, him and his wife. So he comes back to life and takes his revenge.
Right.
And Christmas movie. Now this is a tough one because I would probably go for, which shows my mentality, Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton. But there's something about Elf that I really like. I don't know why.
Right, okay.
Minnie said, Christmas movie I need to watch. Oh, yeah, there you go. Elf. The original Home Alones, the classic, and the Christmas special on TV, like Frosty the Snowman and things like that.
I would watch Die Hard.
That's not a Christmas movie.
It is a movie. It is a Christmas movie.
Right, I'm going to show you, when we finish this, a YouTube clip where Bruce Willis confirms it's not a Christmas movie.
Regardless, everybody would consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. It's based on Christmas.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, exactly. It's based on Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
Georgina said it has to have Cary Grant in it. Oh, so do you like A Wonderful Life?
Oh, yeah, wonderful. It's a Wonderful Life.
My autumnal go-to is You Got Mail. I've not seen that. Is that with Tom
That's
Hanks?
with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Yeah.
Samuel said, I love Rise of the Guardians too. It's amazing.
I like Rise of the Guardians. Yeah.
Minnie said, honestly, I've never watched Die Hard. Is it good?
It is good.
Now,
I like it.
Now, Minnie, you've got to remember now, it's quite dated. So I think it came out in 1990 when Bruce Willis had hair. So it's quite an old...
Yeah.
I think it's one of his first movies as well. Before that, he did a TV series called Moonlighting. And they said he was so popular, they got him to do... But he always played a jokey character.
Yeah.
In this one, he plays a serious character.
No, I think he'd done movies before, but this was his first action movie. But yeah, he had done other movies before, but this was his first action movie. But yeah, you would always, back in sort of like the 80s and stuff like that, you always associated Bruce Willis with comedy because he did some... I don't know if you've ever seen Blind Date, which he does with what's her name, Kim Basinger. And yeah, he does this, and it's quite a good comedy actually. But yeah, you always knew him as, you know, in comedic roles. But that's why it was so strange to see him in an action role.
Now, yeah, so he's one of the, not the first, but he would have been round about. So you had Arnold Schwarzenegger. Round about the 80s and 90s, you had all these action stars that were really popular. So things like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone and Bruce Willis, they've kind of died down a little bit. You do see them now and again. They thought Vin Diesel would be the next big action hero, but he hasn't really taken off like that. So now Georgina said, I didn't enjoy It's a Wonderful Life as much as I thought, and I agree I
agree with you.
I've got to say, the trouble is with these movies, they get so hyped up, and I felt that with the Shawshank Redemption. I love the Shawshank Redemption, but it was so hyped, and people say, oh, this is one of the greatest movies ever. You think, so you're instantly, your expectations up here.
That's right. That's why I don't like to listen to other people's expectations or reviews, because I want to watch it myself. There was something that people really panned that came out of the cinema. When we watched it, we thought, oh, actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as everybody had said. I can't remember which movie it was.
That could be quite a few.
It was a while ago. It was like a good few years ago, maybe 3 years ago or something like that. We went to see something at the cinema, and then Mark said, "Oh, what do you think?" I said, "I didn't think it was too bad. I quite enjoyed it." And he goes, "Yeah, it got panned." I can't remember which one it was now, but yeah, I like to go. I don't like to read other people's reviews or hear other people's opinions. I like to form my own.
So when he said, "Oh, I like the movie The Rise of the Guardians,"
yeah, I do.
Samuel said, "Has anyone seen the new James Bond yet?" No, I haven't yet, and I do want to see it. Have you guys seen it, and what do you think? Georgina said, other Christmas classics like Home Alone, Elf, Serendipity, and While You Were Sleeping. Serendipity was an interesting one, actually, Georgina, because I actually thought that was all right. I quite like that.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't think it was all that, but again, it was all right. But again, I'd listened to the hype because they'd opened up restaurants after it. So my expectations were high.
Yeah, this is the thing.
And it wasn't as high as I wished it had been.
Minnie said, I haven't seen the new Bond film yet, but looks interesting. Would like to see it. I would too, because they're ending that kind of role. So interestingly, they tied all those films together, which is unusual for Bond. They don't normally do that. Georgina said that I did a Shawshank Redemption secret cinema, and I still got traumatized from that.
Yeah.
It is a really good film. But like I said, every review I've seen, like people's top 10, it's in the top 3. So I'm expecting it to be, you know, that good. Things
like Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile and things like that really don't appeal to me whatsoever. They just, yeah, I've watched both of them, The Green Mile and The Shawshank Redemption. I've watched them once, and I only care to have seen it that time and never watch them again.
Samuel said, I haven't either, so not seen the Bond films. Trying to find time when the whole family's off for 3 hours is hard. Is it a 3-hour film?
Samuel, for some reason, I thought you'd been to see the Bond. I don't know why.
Georgina said, I think I like Serendipity because of New York landscape. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And of course, they name the restaurant after Serendipity.
Yeah, they do. They name the one that was in Vegas and the one that's in New York. Yeah. I don't know if it's still in New York, but the one in Vegas now is gone, which is such a real shame. Because when we went to Vegas the last time, I went to look for it, and I thought, they don't have a Serendipity there anymore.
Well, luckily we did go to both, so that was...
Yeah, we were very lucky we've been to both, yeah.
So we have been to both of them as well. No, those Christmas movies, I think... Now, Home Alone, remaking it will be interesting. I hope they don't fall into the trap and ask Macaulay Culkin to play one of the guys chasing the little boy, because that's what they tend to do. Because I don't know if he'd be a good enough actor to play it.
There was they've remade I can't remember what it is. Is it called Alex Rider? But it was the one with Alex Pettyfer. Is that his name? Alex Pettyfer. He played the original one.
Yeah, and Joe Pesci as well.
No, I'm talking about Alex Rider.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were
Alex Rider. So they've remade a film called I'm sure it's called Alex Rider. I don't have my phone with me. And they've remade it. I think it's on Netflix or Prime. But the original person that did it is the guy that played. Has anybody ever seen I Am 4? Number 4. And it's that actor, as a British actor, that played the original role. And they've remade it again. And I thought they've made it with a younger boy, though, this time. So I assume they're going to want to make an Alex Rider 2, 3, and whatever. Hence, they've chosen a younger. But basically, it's based on sort of like a child spy, if you like. And I know they've done that premise a couple of times they did it with, what's his name? Malcolm in the Middle guy.
Oh, yeah.
His name, Mint.
Is it Corey something? I can't remember.
No. It's something Mintz or something like that. That's his last name. And they made a spy movie with him. And then like a kid's spy movie. They've done it a couple of times. I even think Rupert Grint might have been a kid's spy movie, playing in Spy Movie or something like that. And what's his name? Taylor, the one who played in The Twilight, Taylor Lautner. They also did he did a kid's spy movie as well, I think. And I just think that the premise of a kid's spy, I don't know, they've done it quite a few times and it's never really taken off. But maybe it's more for the kids, I suppose. Maybe.
Yeah. So Georgina said, I'm too sensitive and feel like Green Mile stays with me. I cry too easily at films.
Me too.
Well, do you know, I know what you're saying, but that's what they obviously want to prey on your emotions to get you to watch them. Sam says, I don't want to see the new Home Alone because I also like the first two and the first two only.
Yeah.
How many did they do in the end?
Macaulay Culkin. I think they did 4.
Oh my God.
I think 4 or 5, but they used a different kid after Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
Minnie said, I can't consider the other Home Alones past the first two. Yeah, you've exactly the same, Minnie. Alone movies, the good one and the same. The only ones that I can consider Home Alone is the original one and the second one and that's all.
Yeah.
Did Donald Trump, wasn't he in the third one or the second one? I can't remember.
He would have been in the one with Macaulay Culkin, so that would have been the second one because he goes to New York.
There you go. And Georgina said, I agree with Sam and Minnie. So all three of you are in agreement.
Yeah.
The only two are the first two that came.
Yeah. And I think when you watch them as kids, because when my nephews watched them, and then so my nephews watched them, and then now the younger nephews, like my cousin's kids, they are now watching them. So my brother's children, they both loved Home Alone to the point where the oldest one still has a cheese pizza now, and he's like 17, and he still has a cheese pizza because of Home Alone. And then my other two nephews who are a lot younger, I think I want to say 8, 9, 8 or 9, and the other one is 4, I think. And they love Home Alone, and I think it's just one of those classic kids films. I think like Goonies was for us, I think Home Alone is for them. I think that, I mean, I thought it was hilarious when I first watched 1. I didn't find 2 as funny, unfortunately, but I thought 1 was hilarious.
2. I actually, to show my age, I actually watched 1 in the cinema when it came out. So
oh God, I don't think I watched it in the cinema.
I watched it in the cinema. And actually it's quite sad with the old man on his own near the end. That was quite sad. But yeah, I was going to say, actually, Home Alone is a classic one. The trouble is, I'm always skeptical about remakes.
Yeah.
Unless it's very rare that a remake's as good as the original.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Very rare. And they kind of make it for a new generation, which I can understand.
And it's very rare that when there's a sequel, that the sequel is as good as the first.
Yeah.
There's only a couple.
Go on, carry on.
Now you can see why I would get annoyed, right?
Thank you. It's all this talking. Need to wet the whistle. Anyway, go on, carry on. Don't let me interrupt you.
Anyway, It's very rare, I think, that you get a second film, a sequel that is as good as or better than. Like with Grease, what was the second one all about? This just didn't make any sense. Grease 2 did not make, to me, was just like, what?
Was that with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, it was just, and the guy that played, I can't remember if he played in Dynasty or Falcon Crest. Oh no, I think he played in the Colbys. Something Coalfield his name was, and he was in Grease too, and I was just like, what?
Now there are exceptions to that. I thought Terminator 2 was actually better than the first.
Yes, Terminator 2, I was about to go on to say, I've got to say Terminator 2 was much better than the first one. Any other Terminators that have come since, it's just been a madness. It's a nonsense.
Georgina says, though I don't enjoy Home Alone as much as an adult, all I keep thinking about is how nice that house is and London house prices. Georgina, that house in London would be worth millions, millions and millions. If it was in central London, even more.
Yeah.
Minnie said, one remake I like because it's close to the book more than it is. People say it can still not be. Sorry. My reading still not be like, and that's their opinion, but personally I like the remake compared to the original, but no hate to the original. It's the movie I still enjoy it as much.
Which remake are we talking about?
Which remake is that, Minnie? Georgina said, and
which remake and book?
Georgina said, and how do Kevin's parents afford to keep taking the whole extended family on holiday?
Because they go to Paris. Now, to go from the States to Paris is very, very expensive. So I don't know how they afford it.
Over Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Oh, It. Minnie's talking about.
Oh, It. Oh, do you know what? That's one of the films I can't watch. Is It.
Oh, I quite liked it.
Yeah, I can't watch a film like that.
Although I haven't seen the new one. I do want to see that one. But Tim Curry is brilliant as Pennywise.
Yeah, that's the sort of horror film that I can't watch.
Sam said, "What about any TV shows?" So, do you talk about remakes? I'm trying to think of a remake. What have you got any examples, Sam, of ones you think are a good remake? I'm trying to think of a TV show that was remade.
Georgina says she did like the songs in Grease 2, though. Do you know what? I only remember one, which is Michelle Pfeiffer sang, which is, well, if you really want to know what I want in a guy, I want to be a machine. Yeah. That's the only one. That's the only song that I remember from that whole thing.
They should have just called it something else rather than Grease 2.
Yeah.
But they called it with Grease 2 to try and get the people to watch it.
Yeah. So what about any TV shows? Right. Are we talking about TV shows that we enjoy, or I think
Sam's talking about remakes. I can't think of any remake TV shows.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Not really remakes, just any
good
yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Oh, sorry, Sam.
Do you know what I just watched? And I was talking about this with Ray on Tuesday when we were talking about it during the live, was The Handmaid's Tale. I feel like I'm traumatized watching that. And I feel like I've cried. If I haven't cried at every episode, I've cried at every other episode. And I watched it within a week, right? I watched all 4 seasons within a week.
Sorry, Georgina said, that was good, Kelly. You're singing.
Oh, thank you. I don't think so, but thank you. I'll take it. I was traumatized watching it, and really emotional. It made me so emotional. I'm thinking, I don't know if I can watch the 5th season. But yeah, that one was quite good, but it is quite traumatizing. So I don't know if I would recommend it.
So Minnie said about remakes, Fuller House was okay. The original was Full House. Now, Full House, do you remember it was on in the 80s in Britain, Full House?
I remember it, but I remember the title, but I don't remember the
British.
program.
Well, the British one copied the American.
Right.
Sam said she likes Grey's Anatomy.
Do you know what? I liked Grey's Anatomy when it first started, and then I stopped watching it. But you know, the other one that I liked, was it The Good Wife? The Good Wife, The Good Fight, Suits. You can see where I'm going with this. I like all of those. Obviously, Friends, the classic. I still watch it now. We're watching it just before we came on.
Sahina's, how are you? You okay?
Hi, Sahina.
Nice to see you.
Hope you're well. And what other TV episodes are there?
Oh God, Minnie said, oh, so I love Grey's Anatomy. Oh my
Yeah.
God, still a continuous watcher. Um, were you ladies Dr. McDreamy or Dr. McSteamy?
I don't know because I don't think I watch them that often. I want to watch The Handmaid's Tale, but I'll know I'll have the same emotional response you get. I tell you, I cried a lot during pretty much every episode of that, and I just think about all the sort of the heinous things that people were doing, but trying to justify it in the name of something, or for reasons of something, or that all the crimes that they were committing and were just trying to, well, it's because of this, or that they felt that they were justified in doing that. And I just thought, this is crazy.
So Sam said, I love Friends. So does this one.
Yeah, I love Friends.
Sahina said, yes, how are you both? Miss you lots. Oh,
Aw.
how are you? No, we're really well, thank you. I hope everything's well with you. I see you're knocking the recipes out.
Sam, what is it you don't like either? What you don't like, Friends or The Handmaid's Tale?
No, I think she's talking about Dr. McDreamy or Dr. McSteamy.
Oh, right. Oh, I
so
see.
Not your thing.
Right. I don't know which one's which. I'm assuming Patrick Dempsey's one, and I don't know.
There's another one. I can't remember.
I don't know because I haven't watched it in such a long time, but I will try, because Grey's Anatomy was one of the ones I was considering to get back into. But I do like New Amsterdam. Some of the episodes do make me quite emotional, but it's a really, really good series. I also love The Blacklist. Oh, The Prodigal Son. Blacklist was really good. And Prodigal Son's really good. Supernatural, although sometimes that can scare me a little bit, but I'll still watch it. And what was the other one? There was one that I used to like, Vampire Diaries, Legacies. But when I watch them all. Like I'm not one of those ones that has to binge watch one series. I can do multiple at a time. So if I've got on my list, I've got things like Riverdale, Sabrina, and a couple of others. And because they come out weekly, and you can't binge watch them as in because the whole season's out. I'll watch one, then I'll watch the other, then I'll watch the other, then I'll watch the other. But I can keep hold of all the storylines because it's just like watching a soap. So if you are into Emmerdale, Coronation Street, EastEnders, or whatever, you would watch them every day or weekly and still be able to keep the story. Because people will say, how can you watch multiple things? But it's easy. You just keep the storyline in your head.
Oh, so Sahina's completed 1,000. Tomorrow you'll process for money.
Wow.
Well done.
Well done.
That's brilliant. Well done as well. Congratulations.
Brilliant. Congratulations.
That's hard work.
Yeah.
Minnie said, oh my God, I love Handmaid's Tale. I'm on season 2, almost season 3. So good. Hate what they do, but still love it so much. I love Margaret Atwood's work for so much. Also reading the Handmaid's Tale book, so good. It had good reviews, and it was a #1 seller actually in the States for a long, long time. Margaret Atwood is the author of the Handmaid's Tale. That's right. Yeah, show based off the book.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Georgina said, I used to watch Grey's Anatomy when it was on Living TV and stopped it when it moved to Sky. Georgina's Dr. McDreamy.
I don't know which one Dr. McDreamy is. Ray!
Hey! Listening while yamming curry. Hi both.
Oh, yeah. I would like to talk while I'm yamming curry.
No, we can't. Do you know what? We do that sometimes. We do order food and talk, but the trouble is we then end up chewing at the same time. So it's just the minutes of silence.
I don't even get a chance because Mark swallows his food while I'm actually trying to get a piece in edgeways. Look at him, please.
Sahina says, thanks for the support. No, I'm glad to. Well, no, that's all your own work. That's all
well done.
Work.
Yeah,
so well
definitely.
Done. Really, really good. You've got to be really proud of yourself for that. Minnie said, Patrick Dempsey. I'm sure I spelt his name wrong. Character name is it Daryl?
Is he McDreamy? I think he's McDreamy. So who's McSteamy then? I don't know who McSteamy is. I didn't mind House. You quite liked House.
I loved House. I used to watch House with Hugh Laurie quite a lot. Yeah. I really liked House.
I thought he was very, very good in it. But in Prodigal Son, I think is it Martin Sheen? Is it Michael Sheen?
Michael
Sheen. He's very, very good in Prodigal Son. And I really like him in Prodigal Son. You loved Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I gave it 2 seasons and I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into, it just wasn't for me. I really gave it a good go.
Georgina said, currently watching Lupin and Never Have I Ever on Netflix. Okay, you've not seen those?
I've not seen Lupin, but or Lupin. I think they call it Lupin. I haven't seen Lupin, and I haven't seen Never Have I Ever either. So I might take a look at those and have a look. Yeah.
Minnie said, also not the character's name, it's Derek. Also, I don't know why I spelt that wrong. That's all right.
It's not all right, don't worry.
So how's your curry, Ray Ray? What are you having? What type of curry are you
what
having?
type of curry are you yamming? Hey,
hello,
Chloe.
Hello. We did you a shout out earlier.
Yes, we did, because Sienna asked us to. So hey. I tend to watch I would absolutely love for there to be another good comedy like Friends, right? Because Friends is very difficult to make me laugh. And when I mean laugh, I don't mean laugh like, oh yeah, that's so funny. I mean like a belly laugh that your tears are streaming down your face because you find something so hilariously funny. So it's very difficult to make me laugh. But Friends and Role Models, because I felt Role Models, which is a film, was so funny. It had me in stitches. And Friends, different episodes again would even now when I watch something and Mark just thinks I'm crazy because I'll find something really funny, and even to this day when I watch it I'll still find it funny. But I would love it for there to be another. There was a comedy that after Friends ended, there was another comedy that was sort of followed Friends. And people said, oh yeah, it's just like Friends, and it wasn't. And it's the one with what's his name? Patrick somebody or other. The one who played Doogie Howser. I can't remember what his name is. And he was in it. I can't remember. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay.
And I just did not think that was funny at all. And I did really try to give it a go, but it didn't make me laugh at all. But people really raved about it and really thought it was funny. But I don't consider, the big tall guy. He played in a film with, I want to say with Paul Rudd, where they go to, I think it's Losing Sarah Marshall or something like that. And I don't think to me he's a great comedy actor. So yeah, nothing that he's done. And How I Met Your Mother made me laugh, which was a shame really, because I was waiting for something to give me that belly laugh.
So we got Sahina said, good evening all, can you support me? There we are. Minnie said the other one character is Mark Sloan. I don't know the actor's name, but sorry, that's McSteamy. There you go.
Right, okay. I'll have to take a look at that.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Chloe said, shout out to Sienna, Dan, Mummy, Nala, and Chloe.
Hey, Sienna, Danny, Melissa, and Chloe, and Nala.
Ray said, I normally go for a jalfrezi. Now I'm eating a mutton boona. And I think it's one of my new favorites.
Oh, really? Do you know what? I've had jalfrezi before, but it's not really got me. But I do like a korma. And there was another curry and a Nepalese biryani. I really like that. And our local one used to do this really spicy fish dish called Pura Fish Curry. Oh, that was so delicious.
Minnie said, Neil Patrick Harris. Don't mind my spelling name. It's not my strong suit.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris. He's the one that is in How I Met Your Mother, right? I think that's the guy that I was talking about. I think.
Sam said Big Bang Theory is good.
Big Bang Theory is good, but doesn't give me belly laughs. But I've got to say, if it's on, I'll watch it. I do like Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, the only thing for it is as well, I think because it had been on for so long, I think people then got, as any series as well, it winds down. But the jokes are always good all the way through Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, and but also, I mean, it went for 10. I mean, Friends went for 10 seasons, and I laughed at every one of them.
Big Bang's gone on for longer.
Yeah.
Georgina said, yes, we need more good comedies and sitcoms. I miss the old school comedies like Desmond's and Friends.
Oh yeah,
Desmond's. I used to love Desmond's.
I think Desmond's and things like Fresh Prince remind us of our childhood, really.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince and Desmond.
Oh, talking of which, of Fresh Prince, they are remaking the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I heard something about that.
Will Smith is the producer. So originally, the rumors were he would play Uncle Phil. But because all the jokes are about his size, he's not going to do that. And he wanted to be in the series in some capacity, but he realised he would ruin it by being in it. So he's cast the guy that's going to play Will. And then he's got a few of the others. So the guy's going to play Carlton, G, and all the rest of it. So he's got them there. So they are going to make it. So it will be a complete remake of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Will and Grace, yeah, Will and Grace was good as well. I enjoyed Will and Grace. Again, it didn't make me belly laugh though.
Minnie said yes. He's in the How I Met Your Mother. That's right.
Yeah.
Coco.
A Modern Family. I love Modern Family. I think it's so well written. I haven't watched the last season, so I do want to know.
Mark!
He got his internet back. And we had a chat on WhatsApp today.
Oh, we're so glad to see you back.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes, I hope you're well. He's catching up on all of his YouTubes at the minute.
Oh, good.
But they got a temporary mast up, so hopefully.
Let's hope nothing happens to that mast.
He's got he's saying he's got 70 channels back, so at least you've got something to watch, as well as us, because I hope you're enjoying watching us. But yeah, I really enjoyed Modern Family, Sam. I've got to say, it's one of the most well-written things. It's not in the same line as Frasier, but I view it in the same line as Frasier. Again, I enjoyed Frasier. It didn't make me belly laugh, but I did enjoy watching Frasier. I thought it was very well written.
It's really good characters in there as well. I think as well, and I like the way they do it like a documentary. So they're obviously talking to
the camera. I love it. Modern Family. I love it. I think, but the father is my favorite. And it's the same in Malcolm in the Middle. What's his name? The one who played
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. I love him as the father in Malcolm in the Middle, and I forget the guy's name in Modern Family who also plays because I think his name is Dumphy, isn't it? That's their last name is Dumphy. So the father, I can't remember his name.
When you say the father, you're talking about
not the grandfather.
Oh right, okay.
The actual father.
Because he was in Married with Children.
Yeah, that's the grandfather. Yeah. I really enjoyed Modern Family. Is one of the ones for me that I would put up there with Frasier. It's very good writing, but they finished now. They were on for 11 seasons.
Wow.
And they were very good. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what other television shows.
No, I was going to say, I haven't been watching them for a while. Sam said it's an old one, but I like The Vicar of Dibley and Ab Fab. Ab Fab was huge in the States. I don't know if you got Absolutely Fabulous, Minnie, in Canada, but it was. It might be a bit before your time, but it was huge in the United States.
Yeah, I liked both of those. Again, I didn't find them funny, but when you said Father Ted, I thought Father Ted was hilarious.
Yeah, Father Ted was brilliant.
Father Ted. They do the one of my favorite ones is when they do the Eurovision Song Contest. And
My Lovely Horse.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And then the one where they have to give up stuff for Lent, and he decides to give up rollerblading. I think it's hilarious. I do. Father Ted is one of the ones that will give me a belly laugh, actually.
Georgina said, yeah, love The Vicar of Dibley. Minnie said, I don't know if we get that here. It might be before your time. I think it did go to Canada, but it may have been, it was in the 90s, so it would have been before your time. Mark said, love Ab Fab, didn't like Father Ted. Oh, you know.
Oh, no, I thought it was hilarious. I thought they did a documentary the other day. I was watching it about Father Ted. You came in halfway through. I think the documentary where they went to Ireland to the places where they'd actually.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, where they'd actually filmed it and stuff like that.
Again, an ode to Minnie. I've mentioned it before, Minnie, but one of my favourite Canadian series was Trailer Park Boys. Love Trailer Park, but I know you haven't really watched it, but that was huge in Canada at the time.
And it's not funny.
Georgina said Frasier too, and still being shown. Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Oh,
same as Friends.
Frasier is coming back. So apparently as well, Kelsey Grammer and David Hyde Pierce, who plays Niles. So Kelsey Grammer obviously plays Frasier. They both signed up to do it. Now, apparently, according to the paper, Jane Leeves, who plays Daphne, hasn't signed up for it yet because she's committed to another project. So they're not sure she'll join it. Obviously, unfortunately, Martin, the guy that played the dad, has died now, so he will not be in it, obviously. But they have, so the two of them have signed up to do new episodes of Frasier. I don't know how they're going to do it. Whether or not they'll add Jane Leeves in it at all, or whether or not they'll just have the two of them and some other characters, I don't know. But they've got those two.
They may try to work around her schedule though, to still be on the show. Yeah,
possibly. Or if they don't have her in it, I mean, they could just do a thing where they split up or divorce.
Yeah.
Georgina says Fraser still be show. Minnie said no. No, I have to agree with Kelly on that one. Do you know Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, because you spoke about it before.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I thought we had done, but I really enjoy it. That's one of my. I love that show. Georgina said, I've heard good things about Parks and Recreations.
Yeah, I've watched them, and it's a little bit similar to Arrested Development with I want to say Jason Bateman. Is that his name? He played Teen Wolf 2. And when he was younger, he did a few films. He did one called Moving Target, I think it was. And I liked Jason Bateman. He did, I think he did a series called All the Right Moves, I think it was. He was very popular in the 80s, along with Patrick Dempsey. He wasn't on the same scale as Patrick. Patrick Dempsey had done a load of films back in the 80s. Things like Can't Buy Me Love and Pizza Boy and a few of the others.
Mark said Kelsey Grammer got Camille her part in Real Housewives when they split up to say thanks.
Yes, yeah. Because, we know the reasons why.
Georgina said, the Eurovision episode.
Yeah, it was. It's
My
so
lovely
funny.
horse. I love that because obviously Ireland kept winning the Eurovision at the time, so they didn't want to win it again. So they got them to do it. My lovely horse running through the.
Well, they couldn't afford it. That's why they couldn't afford to keep putting it on.
Minnie said, yes, I know that show, Mark. I'm sorry, but definitely no. I agree with Kelly. I don't find that show funny.
No, it's not funny.
No, I did like it. I know. I'm sorry, Minnie. Sam said Superstore on Netflix is also very good.
Yeah, I think that's the one with the girl who played Ugly Betty. Is that right? I have seen a couple of them. They look quite good, but I've not watched them succinctly all the way through. But maybe that might be one to look into, actually.
Georgina said, my friend's hen do was Father Ted themed. Oh, really? Did anybody go with Father Jack? I love that if they went as Father Jack. Mark said Brassic season 3.
Oh, yes. Now, is that the one with the guy who played in Misfits, like the tail end of Misfits? He also played in Emmerdale for a bit, didn't he? I want to say his name's Rudy or Ruby. I forget the name, but he walks in the street in one of the adverts and he shaved his head. You'll know him if you saw him.
Yeah, I know.
You'd know him if you saw him. But I'm not very good with names, or sometimes it takes me a while for the name to come to me.
Eli, Mark said. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've not watched Brassic, but I did watch. What was the thing that what's his name was in? Who's the James McAvoy? What was and they've done an American version of it. What's the guy who's always drunk? Shameless. Yeah. Shameless, because I think he was in Shameless as well, was he? I'm not sure. But I remember watching Shameless, but I got into Shameless a lot later, so I didn't see seasons 1 and 2 when James McAvoy was in it. I actually saw it when James McAvoy had already left, and I thought that Shameless was quite funny, and that actually a few of the episodes that I did watch actually did give me a belly laugh. Even now, because there's one scene he goes, "All right, ball selector," and I just thought it was really funny because he was talking to the woman with the glasses and the black hair.
Sam said also Gavin and Stacey from like 10 years ago. Do you know, I never got into Gavin and Stacey. You quite liked it.
But I didn't get into it, but what happened was I'd actually watched a couple of episodes, and it is the sort of comedy I like. What's her name? And she played the mother in it. She plays Kevin's mother in it. And one day she just decides to become vegetarian, but really she's not vegetarian. I want to say it's Leslie Sharp, but that's not her name, because Leslie Sharp is the other lady. She played in Abigail's Party.
I'm not sure.
She's very well known actress. She's won awards and stuff. I can't remember her name.
So Mark said, yeah, he watched the Shameless version of the US Shameless version, but not as good as the British one.
Yeah, I think that they would have to switch the sense of humor to appeal to the US market.
Well, they did do an American version, believe it or not, of Only Fools and Horses, but it bombed. It didn't do well at all.
But we did a British version of the Golden Girls called the Brighton Bells, and that bombed.
Yeah, well,
it was not a patch on the Golden
no,
Girls.
It doesn't. It's not going to translate well.
Yeah.
Mark Jensen, I've got too much TV to watch. Mark said.
Yeah, but you know what it is? The Office took off in both here and in the States. It's one of the most popular.
Sam said her name is Alison Steadman.
Yes. Yeah. And I love her. I think she's brilliant.
Oh, so Mark just said as well. Yeah,
Alison Steadman. Yeah, she's brilliant. And she plays in. Has anybody seen Abigail's Party? It's one of those ones.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was many years ago. But she's very good in that. And I will always know her for that, and I will always remember her for Abigail's Party.
Three Steak Pam, sorry.
I don't know what Three Steak Pam is.
What's Three Steak Pam?
Ooh,
is that a series, or is that
something that's in The Office? Maybe, I don't know. The Office, both here and in the States, took off very well, and I think what's his name? Cottrell? Steve Cottrell. He's done very well. He's very well known from
Despicable Me.
Yeah. And what's his name? Kransky, who's now married to Amy Blunt.
Oh, so Sam said, from Gavin and Stacey, Free Steak Pam.
Ah, right, I see. Oh, is that the Welsh lady? Is that who Three Steak Pam is? Is it the Welsh? I think she's hilarious as well, because it's her and James Corden who actually wrote Gavin and Stacey, right? The Welsh lady and not Stacey, but the Welsh lady and James Corden who actually wrote Gavin and Stacey, and they did their Christmas reunion. But I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch the Christmas reunion because I hadn't watched the previous ones. But it is my intention to go and watch Gavin and Stacey.
I don't know if you ever had The Office in Canada, Minnie. Either the British
I reckon,
version,
I reckon
the American version.
You definitely would have had the American version in Canada.
Mark said Nessa. I talking about now changing it slightly. Did anybody ever watch? There was a series called Nighty Night, which is a comedy series. Round about the first time of Gavin and Stacey. I quite like Nighty Night, but I don't know if anybody remembers that. That was quite an off the beat one as well. So it was about a woman called Julia. Her husband goes missing, and she basically uses it to her advantage to get insurance. But I think something's happened to him, and he gets dementia and ends up somewhere in a hospital. But it was called Nighty Night. It was quite an old series as well. That was a comedy series at the time I really enjoyed. Round about the time of Gavin and Stacey. But and in terms of other comedies, I can't think of any ones that jump out at the moment.
No, I only remember sitcoms that were never very funny when I was growing up. The only one that I found funny when I was growing up was The Golden Girls.
Minnie said we have it in Netflix, but I don't know if I found something interesting. I would like to watch it. Doesn't interest me. Sam said, have you watched Bake Off yet? Kelly has. I haven't. Yes. Mark said, have you watched the new clip, Home Alone, British theme comes out on the 22nd of November. Looks fantastic.
Have you seen the new clip of Home Alone? No, I haven't.
British themed.
Oh.
Is that a film?
Well, Home Alone, yeah, because they're remaking Home Alone, aren't they?
Yeah, but no. I'm talking, why is it said it's British themed?
So it must be set in Britain. They must be coming to Britain.
Oh, okay.
Instead of going to like New York or to Paris, this time maybe they come to Britain.
True. Sam, you can talk about Bake Off though. It's all right. I will catch up with it at some point.
Yes. You can talk about Bake Off
on the Disney Channel, and it's a film. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it British themed?
All right. So I might take a look at that.
I didn't realize. I know they were remaking it. I was saying actually about Mark just before you came on. We were saying actually I had heard rumors that they were going to get Macaulay Culkin to be in it, but as one of the guys that tried to rob the place. I hope they didn't do that because I don't think it would work. But we will see.
But they might be making, although they're remaking it, they may not remake the actual same film. They may just do it as Home Alone.
Well, it's going to be that sort of concept.
Yeah, it'd be the concept, yeah.
The older brother is in the new Home Alone. Oh, okay. Okay, so they have resurrected some of the original cast. He's a police officer, right? Okay. They always do that. If they remake something, they always
cameo. They get someone to cameo.
Exactly, that's it. A cameo of one of the older ones as well.
Yeah.
They were talking about remaking Mark's favourite film, which is Back to the Future, where they would.
Oh no, we know Mark.
I know, I'm joking. Where they would actually, in fact, they did toy with Michael J. Fox playing the Doc character, but I don't think they're going to do it.
No.
But they do tend to have the cameos in there.
Yeah, they'll be definitely cameoed in there, but yeah, they were talking about doing some type of Back to the Future.
What's his name? Bill Murray was in the remake of Ghostbusters, wasn't he, as well? Mark said, "Oh, bought the tickets already." Oh, Mark, I know. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? But yeah, I'm trying to think. Can anybody name, apart from Minnie did actually, a decent remake? So Full House, Minnie was saying for a decent remake. So
like I said, which is same as you, is Terminator 2.
Yeah, no, that's not a remake.
Sorry, sequel.
That's sequel.
I can't think the only remake, but it was a remake of a cartoon. That I can think of that was decent was Lord of the Rings, but that they had previously done it as a cartoon. Prior.
Yeah.
And I loved the cartoon when I was younger, but they did a remake of Watership Down, and it wasn't a patch on the original. When I watched the original Watership Down, that traumatized me. Do you know how long I cried for? And when I was at school, and then I would think about
bright eyes. Sam said,
"No, yeah, I'll be crying."
So Sam said probably the Aladdin remake. Is that the one with Will Smith? I've not seen that one actually.
Oh no, not another Aladdin remake. Yeah, I loved the Golden Girls too.
Oh,
and
Georgina, yeah,
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I wish I could be as sassy as Sophia. What was interesting is, actual fact, B. Arthur, who played Sophia's daughter, was actually older than Sophia. They just made Sophia look older. Mark said, Watership Down, where Mark said that Watership Down remake
was terrible. It was terrible. There has been some remakes of certain things, but yeah. What was the other one that I thought was terrible? It was something else. I don't know if it was cartoon based or it was a child thing that they had done a remake of, and the Dirty Dancing remake. Have you seen that? Was just pants.
What?
They did a remake of Dirty Dancing. That was rubbish. And they did a remake of. There was something else they did a remake of. I have to think of it.
Mark said, "Do you remember In Order of the Phoenix?" Was that a cartoon?
No. Do you mean Order of the Phoenix as in Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix, or is this a different film that isn't Harry Potter?
I've not heard of In Order of the Phoenix. No, I've not heard that one.
Well, Harry Potter's book is Order of the Harry Potter and the Order
Mark
of the Phoenix.
said Hagrid's brother.
Oh yeah, Gorp.
I don't know. This is Minnie will know. I have never seen the remake. It doesn't. I don't even know if they made a remake for Dirty Dancing. Love the original one though.
Yeah, the original one was good, but Dirty Dancing, Dirty Dancing 2 was just. I mean, not Dirty Dancing 2. Sorry, the remake of Dirty Dancing. Don't bother watching it. Oh, guess who played him? Oh, I don't know.
Hagrid's brother. Go on. Tell us.
Who played Gorp?
Minnie, you might know. Do you know who played Gorp in the?
I didn't even look it up. I've got to be honest. Would it have been Andy Serkis? Because he plays roles. Yeah. He plays roles like that.
Minnie said, "Oh my god, a bad remake was Footloose compared to the original."
Oh god, I don't even know if I. No. I vaguely remember
Kevin
there was
Bacon was in the original.
The original, yeah.
Kenneth from Benidorm, Mark.
Kenneth from Benidorm. No, Kenneth, the one who died. Kenneth, because was Kenneth the one who died? Was he the Scottish one with the white hair? Was that Kenneth? I'm just trying to think which one was Kenneth. I absolutely love Benidorm. I think it's one of them ones that you just think it's. Do you know what? When I used to sort of do acting and things like that, what Benidorm was one of the ones that I would have loved to have played in, and the In-Betweeners again is another one that I would have loved to play.
He said it's the Undertaker in Coronation Street. Is that Coronation Street?
Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to think.
Funny enough, actual fact, somebody at work went to Benidorm on a holiday, and they said, "Mark, it made me realise that the TV program is so accurate."
Yeah, it is.
The gay hairdresser.
Oh, him? No. I think he's hilarious. I think he's hilarious. But I didn't know he played Gorp.
Is he the one that always wears the hot pants?
Yeah, that's
Right,
the one.
okay.
That's the one. But it's one of those. There's only a few comedies that if I had sort of followed my heart of acting, In-Betweeners would have been one, and Benidorm would have been the other. I think they are very. I think it's Darren Little that writes for Benidorm, and I think he writes very well. And I love that the grandmother, she went round on a scooter, and then in one episode she walked, and it was confusing as well. Can she walk or can't she walk? And she's like, why do I have to walk when I'm on holiday? I shouldn't have to walk when I'm on holiday. But yeah, she was hilarious.
Like I said, I love Benidorm. I was shocked.
I absolutely love Benidorm, and I do think it's one of those very well written comedies. But he was the one. Darren Little is the one who did you ever watch Catherine Tate? So it's a couple, and they talk about. Well, do you know what happened? Listen to this.
Oh, hang on. Before you say, Minnie's got to go. Stay safe. Have an amazing weekend. Thanks for the chat. Really enjoyed.
Thank you for joining us, Minnie.
Lovely to see you again,
Lovely
Minnie.
to see you.
Good luck at school. I hope it all goes well, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Yes.
Georgina said, love Benidorm. And Mark said, fantastic. Benidorm season 1-4 is the best.
Really?
1 to 4 is the best.
1 to 4. I think when...
Georgina watched it, re-watched it during lockdown.
Yeah, I'm going to re-watch it because it was very, very funny.
Darren Little dated Matteo.
Bye,
take care. Bye,
Minnie. Matteo, just trying to think which one Matteo is. Matteo. It's Matteo.
Matteo, sorry, it's Matteo.
But the name rings a bell because I haven't watched it for so long. Matteo, he's the guy behind the bar, right? That's Matteo. Oh, did they date? Oh, right. He's the one with the black hair and it's slicked back. And he goes, do you know what I mean? When I do, that's Matteo.
Spanish barman.
Yeah, Spanish barman, yeah. And Darren Little and Catherine Tate used to do scenes together when it was the Catherine Tate show. And listen to this. It would be like, do you know where we went to? We went to one of those gastro pubs. Well, we walked in and we sat down and we decided to have a sandwich. Well, you never guess what they brought out. And then he'd be like, listen to this. So they brought out a toasted sandwich. A sandwich that's been toasted. I mean, have you ever heard of it? And I love that the scenes with Darren Little were priceless. I really love those scenes because you know people like that. You actually know people that would have, talked like that and been like that. They've gone to a gastro pub and what do you think about a gastro pub? It's just a piece of, overpriced food. And I thought it was hilarious.
I find that really funny. That was Kelly's little monologue.
But I love written comedy like that. They don't make me belly laugh, but it just makes me think, oh God, yeah, I know someone like that, or I worked with someone. There are many people that I've worked with, though, to be fair. So that's why I like things like that. But Benidorm, yeah, classic. And I do want to do like Georgina and go back and rewatch them. I can't remember where I stopped watching it because sometimes they would take a break of a year or two in between before they make the other one. The other comedy that I like, Phone Shop. I really thought Phone Shop was so funny.
I couldn't get into Phone Shop. For me, I'll tell you why. Sorry,
no, go on.
But the reason why, for me, it was just too realistic.
Yeah.
Where I worked, people talk like that normally. So it was, to me, it was just. Mark said, have you seen the James Bond and Nan Red Nose Daker? No, I haven't seen.
Yeah, because that's where she's working. She's cleaning in the office or something like that. Yeah, I saw that one. But yeah, Phone Shop. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
No, it was too realistic for me.
Like, yeah, but is she High Street though? Yeah, but is she High Street? Does she work on High Street? Like, well, yeah, she does. But the same guy who played in Phone Shop is now doing Only Fools and Horses. He plays Del Boy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he plays Del Boy in Only Fools and Horses.
Mark said, yeah, that's right. That's the one. Yeah, that's right, in the musical, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. But I really enjoyed Phone Shop. I thought it was hilarious. And yeah,
I knew people like that when I was younger.
Mm.
I knew people, you know, like Joanne, and I can't remember the other guy's name. And then what do they call Newbie? Did they call him Newbie? And he'd been working there like 4 years, and they were still calling him Newbie or Newman, something like that. And what's his name? The other guy that was funny in it. What's his name? Kozak, or he was the one who did. He would ring up people and be funny on the phone with them.
Oh,
hello,
yeah,
I'll do
yeah,
your
yeah,
brilliant
yeah, yeah.
providings.
So he did Phone Jacker.
Yes.
Mark said he's never seen Phone Shop, but I love Gary King.
I don't know which one Gary King
Which one's
is. I haven't
Gary
got my phone. We go grab my phone.
You'll
Okay,
grab your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was never really into Phone Shop. It's so the concept is as clear as it says, it's all set in a phone shop.
Yeah.
And basically, it's obviously the guys just getting up to this, that, and the other, but not actually doing any work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the concept behind it. But yeah, Phone Jacker I really liked. I thought he was really clever. And he did an American version as well. And,
Did he?
Yeah, and Two Doors Down, Mark said. I don't know Gary King. So Kenny's going to do a quick Google.
Yeah.
On Two Doors Down.
I'm going to do one of Gary King first.
No.
Gary King.
So when you type in Gary, quite a few Garys come up. What was Gary? You're talking about the actor.
Oh, right. No, Gary King is a what you call it?
It's a show.
A show, yeah.
Series. That's a really big guy, isn't it? Yeah, yes, that's right. I know him. So Gary I've not King. Seen that. I've not seen that one.
I've not seen that one. And what was the other one?
Two Doors Down.
Let's have a look.
One of the ones that's got good reviews is My Country, or This Country. No, I've not seen Two Doors Down either. No. Did anybody?
They're all on BBC iPlayer.
Did anybody used to watch Friday Night Dinner? And that's it. I used to like that.
I liked Friday Night Dinner, but again, it was for me. Friday Night Dinner is the sort of thing that you would have done at drama school or something like that. And that's the sort of scene that you probably would have done in a drama school. Oh. So it didn't appeal. I liked it, but it was just something that you would have done. Yeah, it wasn't anything.
Georgina said, yes, Kelly, Phone Shop was the most underrated comedy. You've been watching Staff Lita Flats. Oh, no. Sorry, Staff Lita Let's Flats. Yeah, I know what you mean. Staff Let's Flats. That's the one. So that's the one with an estate agent, isn't he? He goes round.
Oh, yes, Staff. Yeah. I only watched one or two of those because I didn't. There were other things on at the time. So that one, and People Like to Do Nothing, or People Who Do Nothing, or something like that. And then there's that one with the girl from the West Country, with the blonde hair. She was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks the other night.
Yeah, that's This Country, isn't it?
Oh, is that This Country? Right, yeah.
Yeah, Mark liked Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say with Phone Shop, like I said, I couldn't get into. I tried to, but
I thought it was hilarious.
I think it was too accurate.
Yeah.
Sam said,
ow.
Yeah, that's when he got.
Ow.
Sam said there used to be a show called Mum that was on ABC, and it was very underrated.
On BBC.
Oh, Mum! I've not heard of that one.
Let's have a look.
Mum's sitcom. That's it. BBC Two. See that there's one, this really obscure one I'm going to talk about, which I absolutely love. But
I've not seen
this one. One that I really love was one called 15 Stories High, which was with Sean Locke. Now Sean Locke unfortunately died recently. He was the comedian that used to be on what's it called? 2.5, not 9.5, 8.5 Cats.
Yeah,
and also 8.5 Cats, the Countdown. Mark liked Mum as well. But 15 Stories High was a really, really good series.
Okay.
Very underrated. If you do get a chance to watch it, I'd recommend. If you like Sean Locke, you will like that type of comedy because he wrote it.
Yeah. God rest his soul, but I didn't find him very funny.
Well, that's the thing. Is either you like it,
or you like. Yeah, I didn't find him very funny. But to be fair, there's only a few out of 9 out of 10 cats that I thought. But normally it's something happening at the time is what you find funny rather than the actual comedian being funny.
Mark didn't like Sean Locke either. I think he's an acquired taste. If you like Sean Locke, if you don't like Sean Locke, you won't like 15 Stories High.
I think with me, with 9 out of 10 cats, it's not so much that they have good comedians on there. I just feel like at the time they are funny for what is happening on there. But when you watch their stand-up or something like that, they're not very good. Not that they're not very good, but I don't find things like what's his name, Russell Howard. I don't find him funny at all.
No, I don't.
But he might be on 9 out of 10 Cats or something similar, and he may react to something or say something that might be funny at the time. But then when you actually watch him, he's not a funny guy.
So Mark said, Jimmy Carr, I love. Now, I like Jimmy Carr. I've got to say, I did like everybody on the panel. I thought they were really good on 9.5. 8.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 Cats. But that's not what I'm saying. They're funny on there, but when they do their stand-up is when I don't find them funny.
Oh, I like Jimmy Carr's stand-up.
Yeah.
Although it is quite controversial.
Yeah.
He really goes for the controversial jokes.
I don't find him funny per se as when he's on, when he's doing a stand-up. And I think, but when you watch comedians together and they're commenting on something, I find them quite funny. But when they're doing their own show, I don't find them very funny. Russell Howard being one of them. I like the other Carr. Is it Alex Carr? Who's the other Carr? The one with the teeth.
Oh, Alan Carr.
I love Alan Carr. I think he's hilarious. Alan Carr is very funny. Again, I don't know if I would find him funny on stand-up, but I find him funny in general.
Now then, this is interesting. So Sam said, I also like Brooklyn 99.
I don't mind Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it doesn't make me belly laugh. But I will watch it when it's on.
See, now, I didn't like Brooklyn Nine-Nine at all. Do you know what? I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it. I know it's continuous jokes, like gag after gag after gag after gag. But I don't know. I just couldn't get into it because obviously they're playing it deadpan and serious.
Yeah.
But the jokes are obviously intermittent. That's the style of comedy, which is clever. But I just couldn't get into it. Mark said his eyes put me off.
Russell Howard. Howard. I just don't find him funny. It's very rare that I find a lot. Like for me, I like Michael McIntyre. I think he's quite funny. I think he's quite funny in stand-up as well. Stephen K. Amos again is funny in stand-up, but it's very rare that I find a lot of comedians like I did like Russell Peters. I thought was quite funny in stand-up. But yeah, to be funny in stand-up and then be funny while you're doing a show like Taskmaster. I don't think Taskmasters is funny.
No, and you know what?
I don't think it's funny, but my friend Rach, she loves it. She thinks it's hilarious.
When it first came on, I liked it, but now it's so similar. So Georgina said, love Ashley from Phone Shop. That's the girl, isn't it?
Oh, let me have a look.
Ashley's the lady from Phone Shop, I'm sure it's.
I like Joanne, you see.
Sam likes Miranda on BBC. Oh, you like Miranda?
I like Miranda, yeah.
Again, that's one I couldn't get into, Sam. I think, but it's one of those things you're into. But she was very, very popular, Miranda. Really, really popular.
Yeah, she was.
Oh no, Ashraf. Sorry,
Ashley. Yeah.
I'm thinking of Janine. Sorry, Janine's the lady from Phone Shop.
Yeah. So I like Joanne. And I do like Ashley, but I like the scene where they do the ow. Like, guess what I saw? She had a ow. And that goes on for about 2 minutes, and it's so funny.
Mark said, a good comedian has to work damn hard and be funny to make money, and not many are. Do you know what? I was watching a YouTube thing by one comedian, and he's saying that the quality on BBC is dropping massively. And that's because BBC, what they're doing is any sort of semi-controversial comedian they're getting rid of. They're slowly getting them out of the BBC. So you're left with what they call very, very safe comedians, and that's why they think.
But back in the day when we were growing up, that's what you had. You had safe comedians, other than the like more brash ones. But you had people like Cannonball and all of that, which were the more safe, which were like the family sort of comedians.
But they say obviously as comedy's evolved, you get the more risque ones. But people like what's his name, the Scottish comedian, which my name's going to escape me now. Controversial one with glasses and short buzz cut hair. That's gonna annoy me because it's gone out my head. But he used to be regularly on Mock the Week, and they kicked him off. What's his fucking name? Can you type Mock the Week? Help me out. Do the Mock the Week. Former contestant. I've forgotten his name. That's going to annoy me now. Mock the Week, and it was who was it? It was a former contestant on there. No, not Ed Byrne. Ed Byrne's one of the safe ones they do. If you do former contestant, that's gonna really. I don't know why I've forgotten it now. I can picture him, but I just can't.
I don't find Mock of the Week funny.
No, but they had this one person on there.
Well, was he only on there once then?
No, Scottish comedian.
Him?
Yeah, that's him. Who's him?
I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
There you go. Anyway, sorry. Do you know what you get to these things as well? You've got something in your head, and it really, really irritates you when you just can't remember.
Frankie Boyle?
Frankie Boyle, that's it. Frankie Boyle. People are scared now to joke about race, sexual orientation, religion, and it's very hard because he years stand-up ago did all that. Well, this is the thing. So, like I say, Frankie Boyle, that's it. So Frankie Boyle was on there, but he said he got kicked off because, like I said, he is quite risque and controversial. So I think they do err on the side of caution, BBC.
Yeah, but I think that's quite right. To me, I don't think you should. Yeah, but it's one of those things, isn't it? And I would like, you know, if I had children, to be able to sit down and watch a comedian, and not for my children to be.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Mark said can't stand Jim Davidson, and I do get that. I do get that, and I do agree. It's one of those. So there is that fine line of where it's risque and where it isn't.
Yeah.
But I do think that the BBC do tend to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, but I don't see that as a bad thing.
No. Like I said, it depends on your viewpoint.
Yeah.
I do agree with Jim. I mean, he's been off air for a long time.
Yeah, but he should have been off air a lot sooner.
But he has his own YouTube channel now, which he does. Well, yeah, exactly. As I was going to say, and as a standard thing. But the good thing is things evolve and people check themselves, which is always a good thing about evolution, and things become much more accepted.
Yeah, I think the thing with it's when you look back on that type of sense of humor, and then you think of things now, you think like, how did you just can't believe that these things were being said on TV.
Well, this is it, and of course it's wrong as well. But like I said, in the 70s and 80s, it was accepted then, and then of course as people evolve, those things aren't accepted, and rightly so.
Yeah, but I think those are the type of comedians that find it very, very hard, because they've done it for years and joked about those sorts of things for years. They've not been able to evolve, and that's the problem. If they were able to evolve, and I think they would probably be in a much better stead.
Well, Mark said, that was everything in the 70s and 80s.
That's right,
exactly. But like I said, Georgie said, I have to drop off now. Good weekend, O'Kelly. We need a separate phone shop catch up.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I might try and find it and watch a few episodes, because that did make me laugh, I've got to say.
Georgina, lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, I know, Mark, that was everything in the 80s. But the good thing is now, like I say, people do grow up.
One second. And let's get that chocolate, and we'll taste that chocolate, and then we can discuss that chocolate, because that chocolate looked lush. Who's the big horrible comedian?
Bernard Manning.
Oh,
is that what you're talking? Yeah,
exactly. That's one of the ones that I was thinking about, that I didn't like, and I'm assuming he was on the BBC, was he?
I don't know, possibly. He used to be, well, he did his own comedy clubs up north. That was what he was famous for.
Right.
But yeah, no, exactly. And like I say, it's just that, I mean, it was never funny anyway. If you have to rely on mocking somebody as part of your comedy, then
that's the one. When I was thinking of comedians that aren't funny, or Bernard Manning was the one that I could picture his face, because it reminded me of Les Dennis, blankety blank, checkbook and pen. Not Les Dennis, sorry. Who was the one that did blankety blank, checkbook and pen?
There's quite a few. Terry Wogan did it, then Les Dawson did it.
Les Dawson.
Mark said Mrs. Mertens said worst person she interviewed. I saw that interview. Do you know what? It was really cringy to watch. It was really, really cringy to watch. I mean, he was just really racist, homophobic, just not funny at all. Really didn't like it. And but also as well, what was good.
That's who Bernard Manning reminds you. Yeah.
Yeah. So what that did as well, what she was good at, she really showed him up for what he was, and I thought she was good to do that. Like I said, if you give somebody enough rope, as they say, hang themselves to do it. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. She said he was the worst person to interview at all.
Les Dawson, not Les Dennis.
Oh, sorry, Les Dawson. Sorry, yeah. Les Dennis was
Amanda Holden's. Yeah, because has anybody been watching the Holden Girls? Because there was a couple of scenes in that made me really laugh. Of course, it's what's his name, Lee Francis, playing the grandmother. In case anybody thought that it was Amanda Holden's real grandmother, it isn't. My mum, my mum thought it. My mum and my aunt thought that that was the real grandmother of Amanda Holden, and I had to say no, it isn't. But there's been a couple of scenes in that made me laugh. The thing that made me laugh was when she did a Calendar Girls calendar shoot, and I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, Mark said that. Is that her real nan?
No.
Oh, no, come on. Well, you can see
not her real nan.
The prosthetics are so bad on it.
They're so bad. And my mum goes, oh, you know, I didn't want to say anything, but I didn't think she was very attractive. And I was like, Mum, because it's the prosthetics. It's not real.
Well, if you look closely at it, what's funny is because it's Lee Francis doing it, because he's got long hair as well, they've had to make the prosthetics really, so the head looks huge because it's just all this prosthetics that they put on top.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, he's got the character really well. He walks like an older person, and he's got the movements really, and the voice is really good.
Yeah.
Mark said, watched it. That's why. Yeah, if you saw it on you tell instantly about the prosthetics. They're really bad on there. They're really quite cheap.
And it should be like this. She goes, someone on Twitter says they hate you.
Yeah.
To Amanda, you know what? I think it's one of them tongue-in-cheek comedies that you don't know if it's real documentary or not, because they've done it again in a documentary style. And I thought it was quite well written and everything else. So again, it probably would have been a comedy that I would have liked to have been involved in if I was, following that path.
Yeah, it looked quite fun actually to make.
Because sometimes you can watch something and it's fun to make, but may not translate on TV very well. I think there are a lot of comedies like that, because when you sort of study or do something and you find your style of comedy or something that you enjoy, you then look at the way that they're acting and stuff in a different way. So you no longer watch it as a viewer. You watch the more technical parts, and you look for the comedy cues and things like that. So now if I'm watching something that I think that I would have liked to have been involved in, I now no longer see it as a viewer. I then see it as, what cues am I looking for? How did he deliver that line? Would I have delivered that line in the same way? Would I deliver it in a different way? And things like that. So when I watch a comedy like The Phone Shop or like the Holden Girls and things like that, I no longer look at it as a viewer. I look at it as, how would I have delivered that? How I want to see when they waited for their comedy cues and things like that. So
it would be interesting to see actually if it was ad-libbed or if it was like I don't know if
like a script.
Well, no, not even like scripted. If it was like what's his name, Larry Davis, in his TV show as well, because they don't actually have a script. What they do is they just actually they have a rough idea what's going to happen. The whole thing is ad-libbed.
Right.
So I don't know if that's going to say. What was the name of Larry David's show? I've forgotten the name it's called. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Right. I don't know if Amanda Holden would have been able to ad-lib though.
So the whole thing, well, like I said, when you ad lib it, you're just having a thing. Like we said, what we're going to say is that you did this, this, and this, and this. Like you took things to the charity shop by mistake, but we'll ad lib the whole thing. And then I don't know if they did it or if it was scripted.
I can imagine other people's parts were scripted, but not Lee Francis's part. Okay. I don't think Amanda Holden would have had the comedic timing and and to be able to deliver certain cues and to be able to think off the top of her head in an ad lib part. I think Lee Francis would, because that's what he does on his show every week, you know.
Yeah.
Thing. But I don't think Amanda Holden would.
Mark said, have you seen Strictly? This is over because I don't watch it.
Yes, I have, but I haven't seen who's been voted off this week. So I watched the first part, but I didn't watch the second part. So don't tell me who was voted off, because I want to see who was voted off. But in the very first one, I'm about to give a spoiler for the first one. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler of who was voted off on the first one, stop for 5 minutes and then come back in 5 minutes, or mute us for 5 minutes and come back. But I thought for some reason it was going to be Dan voted off the first one, but it turns out it wasn't Dan. It was what's her name, the one who played in it, Nadia something or other, and she was voted off on the first one. So yeah, I don't know why, but I thought it was going to be Dan Walker, but I'm glad he wasn't, because I was thinking, they didn't even give him a chance. So I'm glad he's sort of still there. Yeah, at the moment I haven't seen who was voted off, so don't tell me.
Says a name, but I don't know if that's
oh yeah, Nina, that was from the first one. Nina, yeah, I can't remember her last name, but yeah, she was voted off. And do you know what though, I seriously thought it was going to be the Dragon Den lady that was going to be voted off, but she really picked up her stuff this week though, didn't she? She really picked up, so she was very, very good. And I like Judy, because I love Judy. I think she's hilarious.
Judy Love.
Judy Love. And so I think her partner finds her absolutely hilarious. And I'm glad, she's in it, and I hope she's in it for the long haul, to be honest. I think yeah, what we say? My favorite is AJ and the deaf girl. Yes, the deaf girl, I am in awe. Because she can't hear. Yeah, Judy Love. Love Judy Love. Yeah, she's brilliant. But the deaf girl is amazing. And for her she's got a lot of stuff to overcome. She has to work doubly hard, triply hard than all the other contestants. I think she's amazing. Dragon's Den girl, brilliant. Yeah, she was very good. And who else in there was it that did very good? I can't think. But there were a couple of them that had done really well, and you just think to yourself, wow, like some of them danced and they were really. Who was it that got a 10? There was one that got a 10, and I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was the Dragon Den's lady who got 10.
Mark said he thought Adam could have done better.
I can't think which one.
This is all alien to me because I don't watch it.
Let me just think which one is Adam. But I think that the one that
John the Chef.
Let me bring up Strictly Come Dancing 2021. I didn't think Robert Webb was very good.
John the Chef got a 10.
I'm just trying to think. And I didn't think I didn't think Robert Webb was good. And the one who's the black guy who's the rugby player, I didn't think he did very good. And I'm just trying to think. I think the who is the John Waite and how do you pronounce his name? Is it Joanna's? The South African professional dancer. I think the two of them, they did Pirates of the Caribbean, I think it was, theme. I thought they were brilliant. I thought they were brilliant, but I preferred the last week's dance to this week's dance. And who was the other one? I'm just trying to look for which one Adam is. Let me have a look. Strictly Come Dancing, Adam. Oh, is it Adam Petty? Oh, yeah. He was good though the week before. I didn't think he was the one that did the Pandora one. Yeah, I didn't think they were very good at all.
Mark said Olympian.
Yeah. I know the one you mean. I've got him now. But I think this season though, I think a few of them are doing quite well. I feel And it's only the second week, third week maybe, and I think they're doing quite well. But the second week, I think it is second week. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, Robert Webb quit because of his heart, wasn't it? I did read that. He had a
Oh, did he quit?
Yeah,
Oh.
he had open heart surgery a year or so ago, and he thought, well, he was cleared to do it, and then he was getting all these palpitations. I think his doctor said, look, maybe you're not ready for it then.
Oh.
So he's had to quit.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, that's sad.
What do they do in that circumstance then? Do they just don't vote anybody off next week, or do they just?
I've not watched it, so I don't know.
Or do they get rid of two people? I don't know. If somebody quits.
Yeah, because they wouldn't bring anybody in. I've never heard of them bringing anybody in. Talking of remakes, did you watch Darling? But yeah, I've not watched it, but I saw they were doing a remake of it with is it Bradley Walsh?
Oh God, the Larkins is called.
Yeah, is it called the Larkins? Darling, Buds and May. Yeah, I saw that, and I was quite surprised that they were remaking it. It's what's her name? Jones, isn't it? It's what brought her to fame.
Yeah, Catherine
Zeta-Jones.
That was a big role, wasn't
it? That was her, and obviously now she's married to
Michael Douglas.
Are they still married, or are they?
Yeah, they're still married.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be any good. Have you watched it? Has it been on yet?
I watched it today. 8 out of 10. Oh, well, that's a good score. Okay. Do you prefer it to the original? I don't know if you watched the original with David Jason, but do you prefer it to the original?
It reminds me of when I was younger. I liked it, and the mother and the father would always be in the bath with a cooked breakfast or sausages.
That sounds amazing. That does sound amazing. I would like that.
Yeah, and they would be sitting in the bath opposite each other. Yeah. And how many children did they have? Was it 6 or something like that?
Oh, you got 56. They loved the original. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, because you're at Lanza, aren't you? I bet you can't wait.
No, they're not going Lanza.
No, you are going to Lanzarote, aren't you?
No, or is it? What's the other one? Not Canaries. It's the other one you're going to, isn't it?
I thought you were going to Lanzarote.
I didn't think it was Lanzarote. I thought it was the other one.
Yeah,
6 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love
Lanzarote.
Oh, it is Lanzarote.
You see?
I thought there was another place you were going to. Is there?
Ashafat, I'm glad it's going ahead because there was a volcano eruption, wasn't there, in the
Canaries, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Was it Las Palmas? I think it was Las Palmas. I think it was in. Yeah, they sent down all the news reporters and all of that. Tenerife, September.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did you end up going to Tenerife, or did
Gran Canaria in April and then Tenerife in September?
Fantastic. Oh, Gran Canaria. I wanted to say Gran Canaria because I was thinking, is it the Canaries? No. But Gran Canaria is the one that I want to go to Porto de Morgan.
Okay.
Which is like the little Venice. That's the area that I wanted to go to in Gran Canaria. So are you happy? Are you excited? Is Rob excited as well? I would love to go on holiday. We just are waiting a little bit and to see what's what really. But yeah.
Little Venice, you would love that.
Yeah, I really want to go. I don't know if because normally when we go Lanzarote, my mum absolutely loves Lanzarote and she will go if we go Lanzarote. But if we decide we want to go Gran Canaria, I don't think she'll come with us. She might, I don't know. She might just to try it, but my friend would definitely be up for that as well.
Mark said can't wait.
Yeah, I bet. We didn't have the best of summers though, did we?
No, not at all. Ashrafat has been a real washout this year. It's been really just what it is. But we were lucky last year to have, even though it was lockdown for the nice
pandemic. Weather. Yeah, we were I was able to.
Mark said, "Tell your mum there's room in your case."
Oh,
I'm sure she would love that. Actually, she wouldn't bother you at all. She'd just be watching the late night entertainment in the hotel.
Yeah, as long as there's entertainment and there's lots of shops to go up, as long as it's similar to Lanzarote. So if there's a strip of shops and restaurants she can go up and down, and there's evening entertainment in the hotel, she'll be fine. She'll be absolutely fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. And forget that, Mark. I'll be in your case. Sam said, really sorry, I've got to go now. Bye.
No problem. Take care. Bye. And thank you for joining us.
Well,
thank you.
Actual fact, we've been going nearly 2 hours.
Oh my God, yeah, we're going soon.
You will be going soon. So we will be wrapping up in a bit. Mark said R2 via
Contica. That's it's opposite. Isn't that opposite? Almost opposite Lani. Well, I think Lani's down the road, but you're sort of.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Because I think it's the one where is it gated and you go through the gate. It's one that you wouldn't think was there, right?
Mark, we will one day definitely look forward to joining you.
Oh, top of Cardiac Hill. Oh, I see.
Wow, that's quite a way.
We stayed at the top of Cardiac Hill once, and I did it for 4 days. The very first time we went to Lanzarote.
Yeah, that was right.
We stayed at THB Flora, it was called, and I walked it for 4 days, and then I refused to walk it.
Yeah, that was
after
right.
that. Then we took taxis. I never walked it again after that. For days. Yeah.
Well, Mark, we will one day look forward to joining you in a cocktail at the Golden Corner. We will really like to do that in Lanzarote at some point. Yeah, we'll really look forward to that. But
Yeah.
We'll see you before. Well, I say see you before. We'll be talking to you before.
Yes, please do. He's gonna live video us from Lanzarote.
That'll be brilliant.
You'll be making me jealous. I'll be happy if you do. Definitely.
Well, guys, I think that is it. We're nearly at 15 more seconds or 20 more seconds, and we will be doing the whole 2-hour slot. It's been brilliant to see you all. Actually, we've had a really, really good time today. I really enjoyed it. There's so many of you joined us, so thank you so much.
I didn't even get a chance to go through the cookbook, so in the next live, we'll go through the cookbook.
We'll have a little look, and that's right. I'll give Kelly a chance to try some of the recipes, probably.
We'll see.
There we are. That's it. Thank you so much. Look after yourselves, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on our live.
Yes.
We will be back Tuesday, 6 o'clock UK time for another live there. Mark, lovely to have you back. So glad you could make it with us. I'm glad you got your internet back as well.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Look after yourselves. Remember, you're never too old to have fun, and we will be looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care, and we will see you very, very soon. Take care.
Bye
Glad you're back. Bye.
Bye now.